Ovintiv recognizes the unique rights of Indigenous peoples and works closely with the nations to mitigate concerns and impacts. Ovintiv salutes Alkali Resource Management on its community-owned business, One Entity, Indigenous Business Award. Congratulations!
So Alkali Resource Management is like the economic development company that manages forestry on behalf of the Esk'etemc. The Esk'etemc have a number of different forest tenures, and our job is to manage those tenures.
Alkali Resource Management started in 1997, 98 with the proposal that we put forward to the province. We were one of 4 community forests that were awarded in 1999. Our first AAC was 22,000 cubic meters.
At first, we were all about employment, and it's changed from that to where we're now about let's make a profitable business. How do we get something out of these resources, right? I mean, forestry is the biggest thing we have to look back on or to deal with. If you look at all the old papers from INEC or DIA back then, this was just a pile of rocks with some useless trees. Well, we're actually making use of those useless trees now. We're gaining something.
Alkali Resource Management in forestry sector, we do a lot of timber harvesting of 70,000 meters a year that we provide to our neighboring community, Williams Lake. We been doing for the last 3 years a lot of fuel treatment around communities, being Alkali Lake and Williams Lake and surrounding areas, managing timber, as well as looking after more of the land base with the grassland restoration.
So my experience at ARM has been really good. I like the fact that we have a lot of incentive to look after the land over the long term. That sets us apart from bigger licensees.
We spend a lot of time in setting up the forests so that the forests can survive when the next round of fires come to our forests, to our communities. I think that's probably one of the biggest things that our community, our company is doing for the community. Through this work, we've managed to get a lot of different funding approved, and we've employed a lot of different people. Right today, we've got 30 different individuals that are working on fuel management within the community forest and all around the community. That's huge. That's great, especially in this time during COVID, this time with uncertain weather patterns. We need to set ourselves up and manage our forests to protect ourselves. So it's great that we're creating jobs and creating resiliency within the forest.
Well, as chief of the community, we are issued First Nations woodland licenses, and those licenses come with stumpage dollars attached. We then sign off on those contracts, and then we hand it to Alkali Resource Management to manage. And they do everything from stump to dump, basically hanging ribbon to cutting the trees down, and then at the end of the fiscal, we get royalties back to the community that we use in turn for covering, during COVID, we used some of those dollars to cover the cost of food boxes for all of our homes here in the community. And we also used some of those dollars for small honorariums for off-reserve band members.
We stayed busy. We were declared an essential business, so we operated through the pandemic, and it was a challenge. We were one of the communities that went into lockdown for a month, and so that presented a lot of challenges for us. We had to work from home.
We have a number of different objectives and game plans that we have with running the business. One of the biggest ones is building capacity within the community of Esk'etemc. We wouldn't be able to do that if we didn't have the forest tenures that we have, the woodlot, the community forests, the First Nation woodland tenure. And it's because of them we've been able to show that there's a future in forestry, and we've been able to attract a number of different people within the community to go away to school and to get a degree or a diploma in resource management.
We do a lot of fuel treatment. We have silviculture crews, we have firefighting crews. That work is provided by all the employees here at the office. We seek out funding sources and that allow us to do all these fuel treatments and forestry management treatments.
I think ARM has been very successful. I'm pretty proud of what they've done. And being a First Nations company, I think that the benefits in that is we care more about what we're doing out there. We know this is our land. We have to protect it.
We have lots to do. We have a lot of work to do going forward, but I believe we're leading the way as far as communities go in British Columbia. We're leading the way in doing fuel management, doing long-term plans. We've been planning this out for a long time, and this is not the first year we've been doing this. We've been doing this for over 4 years now.
It's quite the honor. First of all, it's quite an honor just even being recognized as an award winner in the province of BC, let alone being First Nations. So I just want to put the word out there. If you're First Nations, put your pie in the sky and reach for it. Don't forget that it's always there.